One show at a time.
Hey, how we doing? David Ellie here from Pearl Nano and Calling All Detailers. And we have Anthony Henderson from Better Than New Mobile Detailing in Louisville. How's it going, Anthony?
Good. I can't complain. How you doing? How you doing, David?
Doing awesome, doing awesome. Thanks for being on the show today. Hey, I wanted to talk about your business, how you got started, and what do you have going on over there?
So I'm a mobile detailer. I'm a rather unique mobile detailer. I kind of think I'm rather unique, being as that my detailing business consists of me, my wife, and my two children. My now 10-year-old and my now 8-year-old. So I have probably the most reviews on Facebook in Louisville, and I'm sorry, in Kentucky and Indiana, as far as mobile detailing goes on Facebook. I probably got a pretty good amount of reviews there. So I'm just a mobile detailer, just a family mobile detailing business, just a free family mobile detailing business. That's who we are.
How did you get into all this?
To be honest, I got into it. So I just started probably when I was 14 years old or so, washing cars at like a car wash in Virginia Beach, Virginia, just working at a car wash. And then another guy found me and I started doing mobile detailing for him, but he basically had the setup and he put the setup in my van, and I probably made like 30, 40, 50 bucks a day or something like that, just kind of mobile detailing for another guy. But I always remembered that I got a lot of freedom from that, and I always kind of kept that in my brain for my life. So probably about 8, 9 years ago now, I got back to it and I created my own mobile detailing business.
Great, great. Tell me how does it work with children working with you? And obviously they know what to do, but how does that work on a daily basis?
Well, we didn't really want to have babysitters. We didn't want to pay babysitters and stuff. So we brought the kids with us. We brought them with us, and for a long time, maybe for the first year or so. I can't remember exactly how old he was when we started, but he would just sit my first son would just sit in the back of the truck. But as soon as he hit like 3 or 4 years old, we were just having him, doing little things like washing the rims or cleaning the rims and stuff like that. So they've always just been a part of it. It's a family. We wake up in the daytime, we get ready together, and we go do the work together. We've homeschooled our kids. They're pretty smart. I'm raising leaders in the house, I think. Uh,
Good to hear that.
yeah, we just do things as a family, man. That's the kind of the unique thing that I think about us is that we do everything together. Me, my wife and my two kids, and we have about 500 reviews on Facebook. People comment and they love us as a family, and that's something that I'm just really proud of. I'm really proud of the fact that I'm able to have my children with me while we detail cars and while we make a living and build a living for ourselves.
Great. That sounds like an awesome plan. Yeah, I was able to get out of the military, run my company, take care of my children, take them to school every day, pick them up every day, go to soccer, do all those things. Now they're in their 20s, so I have to do that kind of thing. But it was a lot of fun back then. Okay, so you mentioned Facebook. Is that where you're getting the majority of your customers from? Are you doing some ads? Or how are you getting customers?
I'm running an ad. I'm running an ad on Facebook, and I started running an ad on Facebook from day one. I think from day one, I'll be honest, I stole some pictures from a detailing company in California. I don't know why I searched California. I felt like that was far away, so I stole some detailing pictures from somebody years ago in California, and I put them on my page, and I created an ad just saying that we're mobile detailing, and I started getting work immediately. And then after that, maybe a week into it, I got rid of that ad and I started using my own pictures, and I just used one simple menu that I run on Facebook. I've been running the same menu on Facebook probably for about 6 or 7 years. It has like 1,000, 2,000 likes, a bunch of thousands of shares. It's just the same ad, and it's just a menu, and it's very simple and right to the point. There's no picture. I mean, there's no video or anything to it. It's just a simple menu. And I think it works because of the comments and things under it, the likes and things. It's been there for so long. It's built up. It's like a house. It's kind of it feels like a house. You know, the ad, it feels like a house. It sits there and it makes money.
Now, do you have a website with a booking with booking
Nope.
software, or how are you booking jobs?
They message me on Facebook, and I message them. I answer the messages. I have a simple script where I can get a customer from sending me a message to on my schedule or on my calendar within 5 minutes. They send me a simple, "Hey, I'm interested." I send them back, "Hey, what type of vehicle do you have?" They tell me what type of vehicle they have. And I send them a message, a paragraph that just explains our service and the interior and the exterior detail, basically, in the price. And they say, "Yes, I want it." And I say, "Send me your address." And then I put it on my calendar, and I just stay organized, and it's that easy. It doesn't I don't use anything extra. I don't use anything extra. It's just Facebook Messenger, just Facebook ads, just Facebook Messenger, and my own calendar and organization skills.
After
That's
the
it.
job, are you running the credit card through your phone? What are you doing? How are you getting paid?
We accept Cash App, we accept Cash, we accept Zelle, we accept Venmo, we accept all that. Stripe, PayPal, I got however the customer wants to pay. We accept all those payments.
So
Really
you're telling
easy.
me that you don't have a website?
No website. I had a website at first, and I've been through all these things. So I'm down to a simplified version of this mobile detailing business that, I've done the website thing. I create websites. I do all that type of stuff. I just don't need not to say that I don't need it. I wouldn't say that I don't need it. I just haven't needed it. I feel like my Facebook page, my Facebook business page is my website. Everything that you go to a website to do, look at pictures, see the company, get information that you want. All that stuff is on my Facebook business page. I just keep it simple inside of Facebook. And I guess I'm just a one platform type of a person. And I don't even advertise on Google or anything like that. I just do everything in Facebook. Completely
I
manage the
see. Well,
business.
let me ask you a couple other questions here. So, as a sales and marketing guy, I find this fascinating. Now, are you taking pictures before, during, and after? Are you posting them? Are you doing videos? Are you doing
hmm
anything to push the business forward marketing wise on Facebook?
Yep, I have I do videos, so sometimes I'll record the video of the before and after process of the detail. Sometimes it's a bad one, and I'll record that. I've just been documenting the things that we do as a family over the years. Nothing extreme. No, no, sir. I haven't had to do anything extreme as far as marketing, and I'm still able to make $1,000 a day, probably working 4 or 5 hours a day, detailing cars with nothing extreme. Just
That is
uploading our before and after videos, just basic. This is what we do. This is how you do it. Yeah, if you look at my page, yeah, there's a bunch of videos, and sometimes I'll document a ceramic coating process, just all organic stuff. The only paid advertising I do is when I run my paid ad. And in the beginning, I started at $5 a day. I ran that ad for $5 a day, and I got so many messages from that ad that I couldn't even run it for an entire day before my calendar was filled out 2 weeks with appointments, 3 or 4 appointments a day. Yep, for $5 a day. And now because I've been running that same ad in the area for so long, now I'm up to spending like 25 bucks a day on that same ad in the same area, in order to generate the same amount of work. I feel like I'm kind of running the area thin. I'm running the hell out of the ad. So it's kind of costing me more over time. And, I'm dealing with that. And that's again because I'm still running the same ad. I haven't created another ad. Maybe if I create another ad, I can go back down to $5 a day on that ad. But, I'm just running the same ad, the same ad, the same ad, and using organic videos that I do in the process of doing the work.
right. So I want to ask you a couple other things. When you're doing the videos, what software are you using? Because I have something for you in case you didn't know this already. Go ahead.
CapCut, Adobe Premiere. I've been through Adobe Premiere. I've been through CapCut. I use CapCut now because it's just simple. I'm not really into it. I've gotten lazy as far as the videos and stuff
Oh
because
no,
again,
CapCut is great. CapCut
hmm
is great, but I'm saying is it's so you know about the templates. So you
hmm
can download a template, replace their videos and pictures, and push export, and within a few seconds, you
seconds.
got an awesome looking video that you can post right to Facebook, and you didn't have to spend hours of pulling your hair out trying to figure out this thing, hunting and pecking. I'm just finding that is a
Those are
lot of these
all
guys
over
tell
my
me,
page.
yeah,
Those are
they
all
tell
over
me,
my
"Oh, I
page.
don't have time for this. I can't do this. I don't wanna learn a video editor." You don't have to. You say, "I like this template. It's spinning around in circles. It's got the great music. Replace these videos, replace these pictures, export, upload." As long as it took me to say it is how long it takes to do it, and
Yep.
you have your stuff, your before, during, and after. Maybe it then on the weekend, if you wanna put together more dynamic video, you can do that too. With those templates, it's very simple. You guys gotta check this stuff out.
Yes, sir. That's definitely full on my page. It's full of CapCut templates. I
Great.
used to shoot music videos and stuff like that in my younger years. So I've done some video editing. So now, again, like I've said, man, I'm at the simplest form of my business. My business runs so easily. Like, yeah, that's why I was saying I'm listening to you earlier. You talk about $1 million, these guys doing this, all this stuff and just all this different things. And I'm like, it all sounds good. It sounds busy to me. One thing that my mobile detailing business provides me and my family is a lot of freedom and a lot of time, with not a lot of effort. You know what I mean?
Right.
Not a lot of effort.
So yes, before we got on the call, we were talking about Rocco Santilli over at RS Detailing. He's got an
Mhm.
amazing business with a small crew, but he does tint, PPF, and also stores cars. And he's making a lot of money, but he's also super skilled, and his team is on the ball. And he can go, and I mean, he's there, but he can go on vacation, and his team takes care of everything. There's other people making, but with a lot of responsibility and payroll and
Yep.
taxes and
Mhm.
facility and a lot of things that I know back before COVID we had a humongous building, thousands of dollars a month. I'm spending $1 million on payroll. It's just I'm glad I scaled down to a more manageable business. That was just that was nuts. So I like that you have a small company. You have it, very family or the marketing thing. Facebook is working out fantastic for you.
Mhm.
Very impressed, very impressed. Again, this is a podcast all about, your story, and other people will learn from your story, and you can go back and look at some episodes and see their story as well. And there's, like we talked about Josh Young and the receipt from the grocery store. He did a lot of ads on that. And he got a lot of business from the backside of the receipt from the grocery store at his local. Well, what other things can you share with us from either the just coming up detailers or the guys that have been here a while?
Hmm.
Keep it simple.
As far as a tip or something like that, I don't know. Can you give me an example? What do you mean? This is
Well,
kind
it
of my
could be,
life, so I'm overthinking it, I'm sure.
oh yeah, it could be something from just, stick it to plain and simple, like you're talking about. Keep the family, or use CapCut. We've already talked about those kind of things. Maybe there's something else that you wish you would have known back then that you know now that you would like to tell. Use this brush, this extractor, that something,
I
just
got
a
it.
good nugget that somebody will can learn from.
I got a good nugget is that do what you have to do for your business. Do what makes sense for your business. When you start a business or mobile detailing business, don't worry so much about what the other guys are making in the other states and things around you. I didn't even worry about what the other people were making in my state. I did what I had to do, what made sense for me. So in the beginning, I was very underpriced. You're talking about I was probably charging 50 or 60 bucks for an interior detail. Again, that was taking us an hour to do. So that's how I was looking at it. We were making 50 or $60 an hour, but comparative to the market, we were like pennies for what we were doing. But I say all that to say is that, do what you have to do what works for you. Don't worry about no one else. Do what works for you, and your business will grow. You'll grow into making the bigger money. Now, we went from making 50 and 60 bucks an hour to now we make 200, $150 an hour, $175 an hour. And again, I don't know what other detailers will do. I'm so about me and my process and what I'm doing. I don't really know. To be honest, I block other detailers on my Facebook page because I don't want to get distracted. I have to stay focused on what I'm doing. You know what I mean? And that keeps me happy. I can tell you that if you want a business that, if you want an opportunity to spend time with your family, homeschool your children, you can start a mobile detailing business with $500, $600 plus a minivan, and you could be free as soon as the next day. I believe that. As soon as the next day that you post that ad on Facebook, you're going to probably make more money than you've made at your job in a lot less time. And I just say focus on you and don't worry about, too much about everything else that's going on.
No, I totally understand, and I totally agree with what you're saying. I mean, there's the only reason I'm saying to see what other people are doing is just to get some ideas. Yes, focus on yourself, focus on your business, focus on your family. There's no reason to, the fear of missing out. I want to have a big shop, or I need 20
Right.
employees. That doesn't fit in. How are you supposed to homeschool your kids and manage 20 employees and 10 vans and all the taxes and all the things? That doesn't fit into your lifestyle today.
Hmm.
Maybe theirs, that's totally fine. But for
Right.
yours, it doesn't fit in that realm whatsoever. So I like the simplicity. Look over there, and that blocking other detailers, that's cool. That
I got
whatever
a,
it takes to put the piece of plywood on both sides of your face and go, I'm only doing what I'm doing. I'm just not gonna get distracted over here. My son's ADD. I'm a little ADD. I know all about squirrel. I gotta go over here and do this. Well, I was already doing something already, and completely distracted. So I know all about that, and I
it could be
totally commend.
discouraging. It can be
I also
discouraging.
really I commend you for sticking to the focusing. There's a lot of distractions out there. Your phone is pinging, this is happening, there's Twitter and Facebook and all these distractions in the world, and you keep it together, you keep your family together. Good on you.
Yep, it could be scary focusing on. I see detailers in my area, and I'm like, man, why the heck are they charging, or why can they get $199 for their interior detail, and I only get $120 for mine? But I have 500 reviews, and they don't have any reviews. So it just gets
They
me
might
into,
not They might not even have, they maybe can't even get an interior detail. Maybe they scoff. What do you mean 199? Could you do it for 100? Sure, I'll do it. So maybe their menu says that, but what they're getting is a whole nother, or maybe a lot of people are just swiping past them and they're not getting any business and they're not making $1,000 a day. You found the sweet spot. You maybe have gone up, maybe gone down. You know where to be, and and then I want to go a little bit farther on the marketing side. Maybe the market is softening, and maybe people don't have the expendable income that they used to. I'm going to say like COVID time frame, or maybe COVID. Actually, that's not a really good thing. But if there was a recession, you could lower your prices if you wanted to. You could put out specials. You could,
Mhm.
contact the people. I have a quick question for you. So I got a little distracted on that. See how that happens in my mind. So, do you have an email marketing list, and do you email your customers?
So I do not, and I know that I am screwing up. If I had to say that one thing that I know that I'm making a big mistake in doing, is that right there. I do not have an email marketing. Can you imagine? I've advertised to on Facebook. I've advertised to probably seven or 800,000 people. I've lost 7 or 800,000 emails and pieces of information that I could have in my company database or something.
Yes.
But because I have not been capturing those emails, I have a Facebook Messenger full of people and names, right? But I have no way of retargeting all the people that I've advertised to over the year. Every
And
day
see,
I'm
if you
getting
did,
new customers.
and if you did have that email marketing list of 700,000 people, let's just say 10%, and you send out an email. I have a Christmas special. We're going to do an interior for $100, and get this, and it's going to be a Christmas special. 10%, even 1%, 1% would be 7,000. You couldn't do all that. You'd be till next January, not
Yep, I
this
couldn't
January,
even
next
handle it.
January.
That's
You
why I don't
couldn't.
go
You
to
couldn't. Yeah.
Google. I
So
couldn't handle
yes,
it.
yeah. So the other part is the way that you've chose to do this is, for someone to see your ad, they have to be on Facebook. They have to
Mhm,
see your ad, and
mhm.
they have to be into the mindset that I need my car cleaned. I'm going to click on this and I'm going to start the messenger. Now, the other thing there, Anthony, is you still have a way to connect with those people because you have Facebook Messenger. You could start up a Aweber or Klaviyo or whatever email marketing list today in 10 minutes from now, and you could go there and say, hey, look, I have this landing page. You're a vital customer. Can you put in your email and your phone number on this page? And they could tell you get lost or say no problem, or they can ignore you. But you can still capture a lot of these people, but you'd have to
Yeah.
sit there and message them for the next
Forever.
2 months. But it's worth it. I would highly recommend doing that. Everybody needs an email marketing list. There was a guy a few years ago, I think it was during the not the recession, but the whole housing bubble crash. He had a business with about 1 million email accounts. His business crashed, imploded. He went bankrupt, and because he had 1 million emails, he was able to bounce back and was making 100 grand a month within about 2 months because he just did some other information products. He did some other things, and he was back to making money
Yeah.
because he had that email marketing list. Yes, it goes back to if you were to have 7,000 people wanting your Christmas special, you couldn't do it. So
Mhm.
in your situation, most people don't have 700,000 subscribers or people that they have done. That's a little unrealistic. But if they had 5,000 and 10% is 500, 1% is going to be 50. So 1% of the people that you emailed is going to sign up for your Christmas special, and you're a little slow this week. Hey, that's how you make money these days. But you got to get in front of the
Absolutely.
eyeballs. They got to be in front of Facebook on your business. But for that, you can do Facebook and email, and a lot of people have a YouTube channel. YouTube channel is a little. You want to talk about it not getting focused? You could definitely go off the rails on focus on YouTube. You're never gonna make any money from YouTube. But I have videos that have been out 10 years that people say, "Oh, I saw your video on this and that." I'm like, "That was 10 years ago," and they're still finding me on YouTube. So YouTube does.
Right on. It definitely does. I was thinking about YouTube as one of my next moves because I watch a lot of YouTube. I watch a lot of service businesses on YouTube. Like for instance, towing. I watch a guy tow people's cars and get on people's nerves towing their cars away. I watch another bounty hunter guy, kind of bounty hunting, and I'm a service business. I just kind of see my service being on TV. We need a TV show of some sort of us detailing cars. I need to get into that. It's kind of where I'm trying to focus next. If I had to do anything next in my business, because I tried to hire somebody and just finding somebody that can do a good job is like super hard to like sending somebody out under my name to do a detail was like, man, that was bad. I can't even believe the level of work detailers do in cars. I don't ever remember being as bad as some of these detailers, man. So, yeah, I
Low
wasn't able to.
buried and
Yeah. Everybody, they go get a vacuum and something, and they say they're a detailer, and they start charging people. So that's why I block, man, because I get thrown off with that. But I wouldn't. As far as the next level of my business, YouTube is kind of where I want to go. I can see. I think there's a space for a detailing family on YouTube. There's a space for
love it.
that.
Let me just jump in there. So you got to check out a guy named Drace. I think he's on Instagram for sure. DRACE. Cool
Mm-hmm.
guy in Florida. He does amazing videos. I mean, he shows up and he jump cuts them. They're fast. He shows up. He foams the car. He's scrubbing this. He's rinsing it. It's
Mm-hmm.
done. Hands the guy the key. He drives away. I mean, it's just boom, 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 boom. And
Nice.
he opens the van. He shoots great video. He's done a couple of videos for me. The guy is kick butt. So when I think of what you were saying, I think of him. You could do this in a whole different way. Here, you grab the family, you're getting out there, you get in the van, you got the car, you soap it up, you scrub it down, you spray it off, you dry it, you do all the things you got to do, you hand the keys back to the guy, you get paid, and you're off. And then maybe there's some dialogue. Looks like this guy washes his car with a brick. Man, look at this thing. It's going to take me hours to polish this out.
Yep.
And, that's I just think the day in the life of Anthony and his family, at better than new detailing. When I'm done with the car, it's better than new. I love the sound. It's all about descriptive. So check out Drace and how he's doing videos. I think you having little 1 to 2 minute shorts, and then having at the end of the week you can put them all together and you could have your own reality show as a detailer. You also got
Mm-hmm.
to check out, I'm losing his name right now, one of my good friends. He has a show on the History Channel, I believe, all about detailing, and he's in North Carolina.
I gotta check that out. I have to check that out.
I'll
I have
send you his
not
link.
seen anything like that before. I've not seen anything like
Yeah,
that. Any
it's
detailing on TV?
detailing on TV. They got the Rex. It's in North Carolina. I'm on camera and I can't remember, and he's supposed to be a friend and I can't remember his name. But no, I'll send you his link. Yeah, I think he's on the History Channel. It's all about detailing these old cars, and they come in all muddy and nasty. And I think this is the second or third season that they have done this.
Oh, I gotta check that out. Oh, you don't forget to send me that when you find that. I need that. Cause that's what I I don't want $1 million, man. I've found a place I think that's so different than the normal. I think like peace and quiet and having a bunch of time and free time is so much to me. Just my personal, everyone's success is different. And my success is definitely because I've made so much money and I've realized that I can buy all the toys and stuff, and that stuff gets old. I'm left with my wife and my children at the end of the day. That's what I'm left with. So I think I'm a bit intimidated by a bunch of stuff going on, $1 million and having to pay employees and all that different stuff that a person has to deal with. I wonder if they didn't have so many expenses, would they make so much money? I wonder.
You can only do so much yourself. You couldn't handle 700. Your family couldn't do 100 cars a day. You would
Mm-hmm.
need 10 employees to do all that. Or
Right.
if you did 700 cars, you would need 70 employees. You just physically can't do it. And then if you had that kind of volume, and then the guy that I'm trying to think of, I had talked to him, if you want to talk about responsibility and stuff, I had talked to this guy probably 10 years ago, and he was in his, he's having heart problems. The stress was, he had like 27 dealerships he was having to do cut and buffs for, and mountain of employees. And he finally got a manager. He's trying to do it all himself, managing it all himself. He finally got a manager. His physical health got better, but he's still the
Mm-hmm.
volume that he was doing, and he cut things down to maybe 15 or 12 or 15 dealerships. And
Yep.
now he has a second or third season on cable TV as a reality star with
I
his
gotta check that
business.
out.
So yes, he's a awesome guy too. So great. I think to wrap our session up here, I think we talked about a lot of awesome things that other people will be able to take home and put in their backpack and take with them. Keep things simple. You don't need to be all complicated. I've learned a lot of things, how you can run a whole company just from Facebook, and you're relying on people to be on Facebook and see your ad, and you have a big enough city. A lot of these people don't live in a big city like you live in, but you have a big enough city to have a clientele that can give you enough business to allow you to homeschool, to do what you need to do, live a quiet lifestyle, make as much money as you want to make. You could ramp it up, you could ramp it down, you could change your prices. It really wouldn't affect things that much. And
Wouldn't
I just
affect
like to,
anyone else. It wouldn't affect anyone else either. If I want to take a day off, if I want to take a week off, then I take a week off. Yeah, and you mentioned the city and the ads. The thing that I've noticed about the way the ads run, so I'm in the city of Louisville, and I guess my price may be a little bit too high for the city, but it's a circle around the city. So I guess it's like a 50-mile radius. Is that, how the ads run? You place a pin and they run like around 50, 75 miles around. All my money comes from outside of the city. So Louisville, the city of Louisville is definitely not happening at all. Thank God that I have rural areas, slower countries and like towns around the poor city of Louisville, because Louisville wouldn't do it at all. And that is like one thing that's so interesting to me, is that money has to be there. I can tell you that there's no money in my town for detailing. The money for the detailing is just a little bit outside. It's not in the city part of Louisville. It's in the suburbish area. So I'll drive an hour out sometimes for a job. We won't go any further than an hour, but sometimes we will drive an hour straight in one direction or the other to do a job. But again, we get the job
Okay,
done
well
in
that's interesting. Maybe you can do an experiment. Do the circle just Louisville and see if the phone rings. See if anybody messages you.
a
So it's probably people in your area that are doing it for half the price. So they're undercutting. So in the Louisville area, but when you're going to travel an hour, I'm going to pay you top dollar. And that's probably what they're thinking here. And there's nobody else in the area that's going to do it. I don't want to do it myself. Let's have him drive an hour. We'll pay his high prices. So that's the reason why. So imagine if you were another detailer in another city and you only did that small circle and you didn't go any bigger and you're like, nobody wants my services. I'm going to be broke. How am I going to
mm-hmm,
pay the rent? Just
mm-hmm.
expand the
Expand the
circle,
circle.
drive an hour every direction, and now you're beating them off with sticks. No, I can't do your car no more. No, no.
Yep.
So that's smart guy,
Yeah,
Anthony.
that is a gem. I got a few jewels, man. It just take me a little time to realize what the jewels are. I've been doing a consistent thing for such a long time that I don't realize the jewels. The jewels is when you answer the messages from the customer, give them two or three, keep a script. Just give them two or three responses that you have. You don't kind of like
Yes.
freestyle
Yes.
every conversation with a customer. If you want to close them quick, then you have your three or four things that you go to and you'll close them quick every time. You don't want to have a confusing booking process either, basically. I can get a person
Okay.
booked in a minute.
I have a one quick question for you. So I sell some things on Facebook Marketplace. I don't call it fake. I call it flake book. They don't show up. They don't write back. Are you having the same bang your head on the wall kind of thing with flake book?
So you said you sell on Marketplace. Now that's a
Yeah.
totally different thing. So the difference is that Marketplace is just a bunch of spammer people, a bunch of people that are just looking for any and everything, right? When you run an ad, it's targeted. So
And I run ads. Yes, I know
yeah,
what you're talking about.
it's targeted
You
versus
probably
you.
you found me on an ad.
Probably because
Yeah.
you're in my algorithm. Detailing is in my algorithm. So yeah, I'm gonna see something. When something's about detailing a podcast, there's no way I could miss that. There's no way I could miss you. I was gonna come across you eventually.
Right, right. So I do have some ads up there to have. So I have my network of Pearl Nano installers and people that I've worked with for years, but I'm actually going outside that right now. And I have them, they're on the show as well, but I want to talk to lots of other people and get other people. So that's from one of my ads. You saw one of my ads, you signed up for the podcast. Here you are giving
Yep.
us these great nuggets of information, and I totally appreciate it. All right, we're gonna leave it at that. I do appreciate it. I guess your Facebook page. I was gonna say your website, but you don't have a website. So how do we find you on your Facebook page?
Better than new mobile detailing. You probably have to, there's a few of them up there, but that's for a reason. That is for a reason. I'm only on Facebook for a reason. It's not because there's a reason for everything in business. It's a lot of control on Facebook. So I don't want to be found by everybody, right? I don't know. Again, I'm just me and my family. I only want to be found when I turn my ad on. Right. So when I turn my ad on, that's when I'm booking appointments. That's when everybody sees better than new mobile detailing. When I turn that switch off, I'm not there anymore. And I like that. I like that. But you can find us on Better Than New on Facebook, Better Than New Mobile Detailing. I don't really have a page where you can say hi and stuff like that. It's just, for my area. But again, that's why I'm unique. I could talk about the more comfortable I get, the more things I kind of understand. It's different, but it all works. Like this situation, this detailing business that I've created just on Facebook, it has worked since day one. There has not been a down period. There was not a time where I had to buy my van and my equipment and sit after I run some ads or go out and pass out flyers or go out and make phone calls or go out and do things. I was able to make money the next day using Facebook. and it's been
Very impressive,
consistent.
Anthony.
It's been
Very
consistent.
impressive.
And I
All
keep
right.
my
Well,
reviews on too. So when you do find my page, you'll notice that I'm the one detailer on Facebook, probably in the whole country, that does keep his reviews on. So you can actually read 500 or 600 of the reviews. People, for some reason, detailers, they turn the reviews off. They don't want customers leaving their reviews. I don't know why. It's a little weird to me. But I have mine on. So I'm Better Than New Mobile Detailer, and I'm also Henderson's Mobile Car Spa. Either one of those.
okay. Okay. Wow. We learned a lot of great things. I totally appreciate you being on the show. I'm going to connect with you in the future, and maybe we'll do another show maybe next
Yeah,
year.
for sure. I'll be ready next time. I see
You're
what
ready
we're
this time. You came with a lot of great information.
yeah.
I totally appreciate it. And you have an awesome weekend, and we'll talk with you on the next show. All right?
All right, thanks. Bye.
Okay.
Calling all detailers, gather around the sound, a place to learn the secrets that will lift you off the ground. Tips and tools and stories shared from shop to shop, helping you grow stronger with each neatly polished drop. Calling all detailers podcast, guiding every grind, helping detailers make more money, one show at a time. From the first rinse of the morning to the final shine at night, the wisdom in each episode will help you get it right. Raise your rates with confidence, let your business climb. Tune in and keep leveling, one detail at a time. Calling all detailers podcast, guiding every grind, helping detailers make more money, one show at a time. Calling all detailers podcast, guiding every grind, helping detailers make more money, one show at a